Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe B Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is Hump Day, and this is where I won't be on the Dan Saleo show unless it's early, because today at 4 o'clock on BetUS's channel, we will be going head-to-head on a new format show. We have the very first one, me and Philly 500 and Eagles Cowboys Hate Week. Yeah, our Cowboys stink. We are inept. We're sorry, and we don't have our quarterback. You know, most people will look and say we got no chance in hell, and so on, and that this will be the Eagles' chance to basically bury our season. And maybe it is. And maybe it needs to be buried because, you know, the Cowboys have this arrogance of, you know, we won 36 games over, you know, the last 3 years. We're right there with Kansas City. Yeah, and selling us hope and bullshit. Well, maybe this thing just needs to continue blowing up in the face of the Dallas Cowboys in order for them to finally wake up and realize they don't have a clue. The latest thing, here's what's happening with the Cowboys. Right now, it seems like the Cowboys are falling to the wayside as far as people looking at it. It's at the point where it's not as much fun as it used to be. And I'll give you an example because, you know, most Cowboy fans have checked out and they realize we ain't going anywhere. And so the beating down on the Cowboys and things is not quite there at the same strength that it normally is. You know, even Stephen A. Smith is kind of like, this ain't fun no more. You know, this is, you know, people like to see a fight to a point where a person just really starts getting pummeled, you know, and really getting hurt, and then it's kind of like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. So, in order to keep that relevance and to keep those views, you have to take it up another level. That is, if you really want to continue to do the pile-on. So now the latest thing we're hearing is that Dak Prescott, and I remember seeing this in some of the comments in one of my videos, that you know, these people today, you know, it used to be I pull a hamstring, you ain't missing no time. And it's like, bro, you don't really know what you're talking about. You pull a hamstring, depending on the severity of it, you have a hard time walking. And there's no way in hell you're playing a football game with a pulled hamstring. But be that as it may, on Speak or the facility or whatever it is, one of the shows, the former Green Bay Packer wide receiver, I can't think of his name right now, is implying that Dak Prescott is faking the injury so that way he wants to play. He's just there being greedy and taking a paycheck and realizing I'm not risking myself for this team. I'm going to take the money. And I'm going to say, I'm going to cry bullshit. There's no way in hell that Dak Prescott would fake the injury. It's just not going to happen, people. And that's really James Jones. That's who it was. James Jones, who in the past actually has defended Dak more so than anybody else in the show. But for James Jones to now go through and say, yeah, Dak's faking it. Come on, man. That's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard. And this is where you hear so much misinformation. When you hear something so many times over and over and over again, at some point you start to believe it because you hear it enough. You say, oh, well, shit. You know, Dak Prescott, he's faking that thing. He ain't faking that thing. He ain't faking that thing. This is a guy, if there's any way he can be out there, He's going to be out there, people. He's going to be out there fighting whether you believe in him or not. And this is one of those things that you start looking at and saying, come on, bro. You're just crossing the line now. This is just above and beyond what should be put out there. And it's enough that just makes you kind of like, whatever. You know, it sucks. It sucks where we are as a team and an organization right now that we can't win games, that we are just used for everybody's entertainment and stuff like that. But my hope is that when we read an article about how stupid the moves that we make, how we become just a laughing stock. Because see, here's the thing people don't realize is if you don't know what rock bottom is, you can't appreciate when things are going well. And I think the Cowboys truly have to hit rock bottom for the Joneses actually to ever make any changes. They truly have to hit rock bottom. And they have not hit that. You know, we had the 4-12 season, you know, which was bad. But that really wasn't rock bottom because they looked at it and said, you know, well, we were a playoff team the year before and they got the high draft picks and stuff. They honestly have not. Well, no, they did. After Dave Campo, after 3 years of 5-11, that's when they actually were hitting rock bottom there, and they made a change to Bill Parcells, which was definitely not a yes man for Jerry Jones. And what they actually did was they tried to turn the team around. They went and got Drew Bledsoe. They went out and they got T.O. They went out and they got Terry Glenn. That was the last time that you saw the team actually going all in to try and build something. And they were on the right track. The problem is Bill Parcells got tired of it. And it ended up being that the Joneses took more control of the team and have not relinquished any of it. The fact that we have the team making trades for players and not even consulting the coach to see what is it you need, lets you know that you're not going to win that way. You need to be all on the same page, working together to try and get this thing fixed. And the Cowboys ain't doing that. So that's where we are. Anyway, we got to run in here to Home Depot. We got to go fix a roof leak and some drywall where there's some damage and stuff on there, and get back for the game show. Peace.